We are now starting. I'm just preparing everything here now. Just bear with me while I do so. So, in this session, as always, we are going to talk about Forex and binary option. Yesterday we did amazingly good with both. We can actually take a look. I don't think we did hit any take profits while we had the session, but we can see now we won both of them, so that's amazing. So we bought one for gold and one for Australian dollar against dollar. Now, in this session also, we are going to talk about Forex and binary option. We will start with probably 4 Forex trades, that what we typically do. And then we will jump over to binary option, and from then on we will jump back forward a little. Today we will use IQ cents for binary option. So with Forex you can basically use any broker you want. If you don't have a broker, or if you see that every time you take a trade that you trade open a little in minus, then probably you should change to this broker here, because this is the best broker. You start with 0, so that means the spread are very tight. Okay, for binary option, like I said, you don't have a choice. If you want to copy what I'm doing, you need to use the same broker like me. Okay, I have Forex and binary option signals every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. This is between 7:30 and 8:30 GMT -3. Now, I know this is boring, but I need to do it. Every single session I need to mention this. Investing.com. This is completely for free. Just sign up. I just have a free account also. Not when you sign up here, every time you see here is following on time. Is like you see here now, GMT -3, that is my time zone. That means when you see something here like 57 minutes blah blah blah, this and this come, that means it's this will be by the way for anyone, right? But I mean, when you see special times, like the times you see here when the news came out, and things like that, that will follow you on time zone, especially when we go to the news and economic calendar and give you a specific time, that in 9:30 for example come out 3-star news, then it's 9:30 my time zone. I don't need to be calculating with my calculator or go to Google to see what is the time difference between me and whatever they're using on this website. So in that way, it's something that saves you a lot of time, and it can actually happen that you will do mistakes if you did not have your own time zone here. That you are tired in the morning and you see 1 hour wrong that the news should come, and you do a mistake. For one thing I can tell you, news do not always, but most of the time do impact very hardly the Forex pairs. So be aware of that. So you see British pound now in 32 minutes is coming on news. So how do we deal with that? And before I get to that, I will take Forex trade as normal today. So it's up to you to take charge of the news part. If you take the trades or not, I will just take them. Okay. So in 30 minutes, like I said, then it's coming a British pound. If we had a trade open, now we should think a little about it. If we had a trade that almost hit our stop loss, let's follow the trade. And if the trade shoot in our direction, just close it. Don't be greedy. If you have a trade that is little in minus, little in plus, whatever, close the trade and reopen the trade in 1.5 hours if you still feel it's a trade. For binary option is super simple. We can trade by GBP pairs more 25 minutes. 5 minutes before the news, we just stop, and then we wait like 30 minutes after the news and we can continue trading. Super simple. Okay, So now let's see if we can find some Forex trades. Let's just unmark everything and start with gold. So now we can see that we have continuation of our trend. I will say the trend is moved a little up. Yesterday we had it down here, but now we see that the new trend line fits much better. So basically here now I will be looking for sell trades on this trend line. So basically where we are in the market now is where I will take my take profit. So a typical sell trade for me, if let's say now in 1, 2 hours, he choose 3 hours, he choose to come up the line, I would then set a target on the lowest area that we see that we have a closed bar. I don't take for the spikes, I take for the lowest area where we see that we have a closed bar. Then I add the rest on the stop loss. Let's see. And I think I actually will put it there, even 139. I will be in for gold in this time. I would rather want it to protect against the closed bar up here. I feel safer about that. So in this case, I will be happy with a 139. Typically I like to have a 1.5, but in this case I think I would take that. But if you could get a little better entry, then of course we would fix it a little better. Then you see now 156, and even a more we can add on it. So that will be the trade. So be aware of that. Make sure at least you have more than 1.1. I like my 1.5, but once in a while I break my own rule. Does not mean you should do it. I do it because I'm allowed. And now let's see here. Do we have a trend line in this thing here? Let's see. We just might have something here now. This looks amazingly good. So here we have a trade. So now let's zoom in. Let's put it here. In this case, I think we can target around, I think I want to target down there. Let's see where we can put then our stop loss. There. I think I like this trade. We are about the spike even. So let's zoom out. Yes, I like this. We take this trade. So that is Forex short trade for AUD USD. Enter at. Let's now go in and find our places. By the way, while I type, things will change on the chart. I'm aware of that. So I can't pause the market. I go for what I have there and then, and that's how I give the signal, okay? So then it's up to you to how you find a strategy to get the best entry from what I'm doing. Because you see now it's more or less at zero, so that is good. Sometimes the market can start to move. I take the signal when I start writing, then now it's in zero, you see. So now it's like a perfect entry, you see. So be aware of that. But sometimes it's not, like now it's a little in profit, you see. So I have still not posted for people that do not have the capability to see my video now, because some people are maybe working, but they still receive the signals. So I will now just post it to everyone. First I'll post it to the group here, and then we will post it for other people, so we get most people to see this type of signals. So now let's see. Because more people we can have following, better it is, and more fun also. Now let's say take here. And yeah. Let's post it to Twitter also. Let's get in more people. More people that are aware of what we're doing, more fun it is for me. Now let's see. Later on we will start with some binder option. You see the link in the chat for the broker. You get 200% on your first deposit. So make sure you check out the chat and you can take advantage of that. Because we are going to start trade binder option very soon. Let's save this one now. Let's move it to the top and mark it as done. Now let's take a look at GBP USD. GBP USD did break out of the trend just recently actually. We are now testing support area. Next area is up there. Let me check how this would look like if we did open a trade here now and a target up around here. Where can I then put my stop loss? I think I like this. I think we can go for that. Forex long trade for GBP USD. Remember, GBP and USD have news, so be aware of that. This you take on your own risk. You do that, by the way. But like I said, you need to think about the news coming because there are risks involved with this, especially as it news both for British pound and for dollar. So be really aware of that. It's your responsibility to think about that. So in just like 20 minutes they're coming news for British pound. So this can really impact the market. So just think about that if you're taking this trade, that I will not be holding your hand there. I just see what I can see and you need to deal with the other parts. That's on you. Okay, so you need to have that deal. I give the signals and you need to decide if you take or not. This is for binary option also. Most of the days I'm making money, of course, but that does not mean I'm going to make money today. So if I lose money, that's on you, that you did copy what I'm doing. I don't want to listen after that something else. I just provide the free signals, and if I have a bad day, then don't come crying to me after, because I just provide what I see. Now, by the way, this one is running a little in profit, so let's mark that one as saved. Let's move it up to number 2 spot, and there we have it. Then let's take one more pair before we jump over to binary option. That is for GBP, GPY. For me it looks like I can draw lines something like this. I know it's not perfect with this, but I think this is the best we can do in that situation. I think we have it in spike there, we have this one, we have this one. Sometimes I like to do like this. I find where I've for me looks to be the closest. Sometimes, yes, we can now think like this can be a news for all we know, right? So this is how I see the trend line going upwards. We also can see that we currently are in a very strong resistant area. So I mark it like this also. The reason I mark it already now is because even though I'm looking only for trade in the trend line, is if he chooses to close above this brown area here now, that means he might go all the way up here, and that can be another type of entry. But probably I think he will choose to go down to the trend line, but we never know. And it's British pound, so if come a good news for British pound now, that can be the little spike he can get to get above, and this can turn support. So once again, in 20 minutes there coming news for British pound. If that news are very good, that can be what can shoot us above here. So currently, let's not touch this one. This one is too risky. And also, I would prefer to take a trade on this support line. So let's just wait and see. Even if it did close above here now, if the news then turn bad, that can shoot us down below, like easily. So this is a very risky pair. So even if he close above here now, then he close exactly when the news come out, and he will shoot below because maybe the news are bad. So let's not trade this pair right now. So then we have our first setups. Let's can I publish there? Publish an idea. That's something I should start to do. Maybe you can get in some more people. I think that's something we should look into. I think I need to look into this. Let's publish without, let's take like this. It's a good idea to get more people to be aware of our trades. Okay, Forex, long trade. Let's do like this. And all this trend analytics, you can do like that. We are going long, public. Let's just put in some information also, just so we get some people. Let's see how that. Okay. Okay, then we have it. Let's start to do that. Maybe we can get in some more people. I think that will be quite cool also. And this one here looks quite decent also. Let's post that one also. Can we post the link for the YouTube channel? That would be cool. Let me see. I'm looking now into so we can get some more people in the future. That will be good, more fun for me to do these type of things. Let's see now. Just bear with me. This is a way so it can be more fun for me to do these type of things. Never thought about this before, so let's see if we can do like this. It's a short trade. Let's publish. Okay, we need to be a pro. Okay, let's see if we do that later. Okay, we can see if that is something we need to look into. Now, let's continue. We are now going to look into some binary option. But this was something that I think we need to look into. So we get maybe some more people following us. Let's start to post some ideas there. That might be a good idea. Now let's see. We start with the first. Okay, now we are below. We did break this one just right now. So that means we can just move on. That was a good one, by the way. Did last quite long, but we came in exactly too late and somehow we got lucky. Now let's see if we can find something else. I will go super fast through, and when I see something I will explain why. And we do have something in the top here. Let's see if we still want to play in that region there. Let's make it red. Let's make it a tickets line. Let's zoom in. I think there. So let's zoom out. Binary. If I can write correctly. Options sell line for AUD GPY at 91.2334. Let's post it here first for the Academy members, and then let's see. Let's put it to 30 and take $100 trade if you come up to that point. Let's take a screenshot. I'm ready to go in if this can be something. Now I just need to follow and see while I'm posting, and let's see if this can be something we can play with today. We are ready to take a down trade. If go too fast, it's difficult to get in, but we are ready. There, now let's see. We are very close. I'm ready to push down. If we could just come up to our red line. We see the trend is upwards, so we are going to get there very soon. Come on, let's go up to the red line. So our closing we set to 30 seconds and we are on 1 minute candle chart. Okay. We are in, and I think the entry is quite good. Now let's see. Let's take to close the trade. So in 12 seconds, 5 seconds, and we made a $92 profit. So that is a good start. Super happy with that. While at hype, I will not be able to trade, so I will not trade every single time you're up. It's more important we get in more people for now. I make enough money, by the way. So while at hype, I will not take more trades. But you can take trades on the line. I get more opportunities. Almost done, and I will continue trading on the line. Now let's see. We are up there again. Let's see. If we come up, I'll take it. For you, you would have made profit on this line. Now let's see if we can get in one more in the top. Very bad entry. Let's hope we can win, by the way. About 16 seconds. There's still much time left, sadly. 10. Let's see. Hope we are getting lucky. 4. I think we're going to win. Even with bad entry, we got one more win. So there we got another 92. So 92. Then we're up in $184 profit. That's quite decent. So $184 profit till now. I'm super happy with that. Now I will post that also. So if come any trades while I post, then it's on you to take the trades. I need to get more people to join our things, so that's why I'm posting it as many places as possible, so they see that we are successful in this group. So more people get in, more fun it is for me to do these type of things. So till now we have a 100% win rate with our binary option trading. Of course it's not always like this, but now let's see, we are ready to go in again. So if we come, and I see there have been no other trade either. So if we come up now to the red line, we will go in again. So now let's see. If we come up to the red line, we will be in. So if you want to copy what I'm doing now, you see a link in the chat for this broker. You need to use the same broker like me if you're going to copy this. And also take advantage, you get 200% on your first deposit. So make your first deposit count if you want to make a deposit. So now let's see. We are getting close again. I will push down if I come up to the red line. Now let's see. I'm ready. Now. We are still not there. I think I'll zoom in so I get maybe a better entry. The last entry was terrible, but we won, by the way. I like when I get the entry as close to the red line as possible. Because sometimes we push this come typically like 2 seconds after. So we need to train on getting the best entry. I start to be quite good at it, but still sometimes I get bad entries. But as we have a so big win rate, we can deal with one loss once in a while because of bad entry. We just stay constant and trade online, and most of the time I see at least 7 out of 10 times I get a good entry, and then we print money, by the way. But don't be sad if you push the button when you are in the red and you shoot down and you get a bad entry and you lose the trade. It's okay. In the end, if you continue doing this all along, you will get good entries. Like I am in the same boat like you, and you can see now I basically won the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. You see I won. You see I have losses here also. It's not like I only win. I'm not trying to flex for you that I only win, because no one win everything. I don't do, and you will not do either. But you see now we have 6 in a row, so that means yes, we can win on them. So now let's continue here. We will push down if we come up the red line. Now let's see. Okay, now we're getting close. I did not take a trade there. I should have done, but I did not do. It was too fast for me. And very bad entry, do you see? But you take one more there. Then we got a good entry. So then in the worst case scenario, we lose both, and best case scenario, win both. So now let's see. Now it's 5, 4, 3, 2. We lost the first, but we win the second. So then you see we lost $8 because of the bad entry. And that's completely okay, as we did fix it. So then let's take minus $8, and we are at $176. Now let's see if we can get in again. Little bad entry again, to see, but it's a little better than last. But if I come up again, I will see if I get a better one. We got 2 there, I got a good one. Now let's see, now we have 3 entries. The first will close in 8 seconds. So there we won the first. Now let's see if we win the other ones. And 3, 2, there we won the second. That means we made profit. And then we won the third. So then now we made some profit. So now we made 3 times $92. So now we have a profit of $452. That is good. Now let's post that for people. So you see we are making good profit today also on our line. Now let's see. And let's post it here also. There we have it. So now let's jump a little over to Forex. I know we have a good line, but I'm pretty happy with what we have done. So we need to go through some Forex trades also. So now let's take a look here. Here we have a very steep trend line upwards. I don't think I want to trade this. We see that we stopped actually above, you see, we did stop above this resistance line here, but it still shows to go down. So let's just skip that one. This is the most difficult pair to trade. If you really want to remove one of the from my list, remove this one. I have been trading for a lot of years, and I will say the first maybe 3-4 years I traded, I lost money on this pair. Now just recently, as I've been trading in profit for a few years now, I have turned it, so maybe I am in zero, but even if I go back and calculate properly, maybe I'm still a little in minus with this pair. So now I managed to go in profit, but you can see how difficult it is. See this trend line here? You see you always get these spikes that is hunting your stop loss. Here, for example, I would have lost this one. Here, I would have lost this one, but I would have won. Here, I would have won. Here, I would have won. Here, I would have won here. So let's say we did not take the first one here because it's very early in the trend. We would have won 1, 2, 3, 4 against 2 losses. So 4 wins against 2 losses, that is good in my book. As also we have 1.5 ratio. That means even if you have 50% win rate, we are making money. So, but yes, this, you get very emotional with dollar against Japanese yen, because if you start a trade here and you trade here, and you will say, but the strategy don't work because you got 2 losses in a row. So it's a very difficult to trade. I actually did not count all. See here, if you zoom in, you see we broke above here. You get a retest of the support. If you're taking a trade here also, yes, you would have won. So actually it's 5 against 2 in this line. So you make money with it, but it's an emotional ride you go through. And here, remember I told you about the news that came for British pound. Let's take a look what happened. That did go in our favor, was a good news. So there we have it. Boom, we won that trade. And of course we need to tell people about that. Now let's post that. It's important to tell people when we win also, not only when you lose. And today we have just won, so it's a super good day. We do actually print money. I will say 99 out of 100 sessions we have, we print money. So just so you're aware of that. But yes, of course you can come this one time and have a losing session, but it's very rare. Now let's see. So there you see, when news come, this really do impact the market. So in this case you see British pound came with a nice news and then did shoot in our direction. Our Australian dollar against dollar is still running in a little in profit, but it's not something amazing yet. Now let's continue. Let's take a look. So you see, look this spike here. I told you, when news come, be aware, you get spikes in the market. And it's a little cool that I could show you this now in the camera also. So you really, understand why I take my time every single time to explain about the news before we start a session. And I told you to be aware of British pound. It's not told that the American dollar 930 will have the same impact, but be aware of that news, what can happen. You see the spike we got just because of the news, so be aware of it. Now, dollar against Canadian dollar. Are we now back into the trend line? Let me see. I would say looks something like this. This is too early to say. We see we had a very ugly thing going on here, and if we now are back here or not, I don't know. It's too hard to say, and it's too ugly. It's too ugly. I don't even want to look at this. Now let's take a look at euro against dollar. Euro have been super strong, I need to say, or we can rather say dollar is super weak these days. Basically been pushing upwards since 6th of June. A strong bullish market, and we are basically in the top here. So as we trade with the trend, it's not much we can do here. It's just to let it go. So till now we just have 2 trades, 1 winner and 1 loser for Forex. I think I'll go through the rest of the pairs now super fast, and then we'll do only binary option in the end. Let me just check one more thing here now. Okay, let's continue. The market today, I think the market is quite nice. Of course, there were some news, but all in all, have been good for us. We did print some money for binary option, and we did do this one. Of course, you can't tell if it's going to be a winner yet, but when we have a possibility to trade on a trend line like this, take advantage, because win rate on a trend line I have seen is maybe around 65-70%, and as we have a ratio of 1.5 also, even if it was 50%, we would make money. So yes, the market is good. Always, if I can find some setups, I will always say the market is good. Now Bitcoin have been shooting up a little lately. We are back up in the 30,000 number. Then of course the 30,000 that will work as a support. Will I call this a bull market? Of course not. Of course not. Let's just be real here now. Let's take it to the 1-day chart. Let's zoom out. This is, you see this small move here? That is nothing. That is literally nothing. Last boom, this was a bull market. We did shoot up here all the way up to 64, and then we end up in around 69 actually. I still hope and believe that we will just crash down to around these levels here. I want to collect some Bitcoin in this region here. I'm not buying anything up here yet. I know it's in discount. I know that Bitcoin one day will, very soon, in 1 year or so, or 2 years, will be like 150,000. And we think, why you did not buy it down here? No, because I'm greedy. I want to buy below the blue line. The blue line is presented for me an area I want to collect Bitcoin, and I rather want to buy in discount down here, because I really believe before we come to a bull run, he will remove everyone that is bullish now, so they lose money and they sell in discount down here, and they stop to believe in Bitcoin, and then he will shoot up. We will not have a continuation like this, because now it's too many people buying, and beginners in cryptocurrency buying. Make no sense to shoot up from here. Makes 0 sense for me. He need to break down almost to the bottom level we were here now. Maybe he will not go as far down like down here, but he will go down here. He need to get rid of this bullish boys here. So they start, maybe they start to panic sell below this green line here, and when come down here, all of them are out. Maybe some of them are just holding in, just there was that really are believing, but most of them will just sell out, and then us that is more experienced buy in again in discount, and we shoot up. So is it going to be like this? No one knows, but reading through the history of Bitcoin, this happened over and over again. So I believe when it comes down here, yes, I personally will start to collect some Bitcoin down below this blue line. What you want to do, you can buy here, you will be good also, trust me. But why buy here now when I think it will come down here, when I can get for the half price? So no, I wait for the dice cut. And if they never come down here, I will not cry if it shoot down to 150,000. Maybe just a little, but I will cry more if I bought here now and I come down when I've told that to you all, that I think that, because I could get the double amount of Bitcoin. So that's huge. So no, I'm waiting below the blue line. So that's my plan. Same go for Ethereum. Ethereum is basically just a copy of Bitcoin. Of course they're different, but the movement is a copy. For Ethereum, I think I will start buying, hard to say, maybe below the yellow line. Around here I might start to collect a little. And here I will really, if it can come down to this level, I will collect like crazy also. Ethereum in that way is a little more fun because you can hold full Ethereum. Bitcoin, you need to be quite rich to, as you see, even if you come below the blue line, it's like $20,000 to get one full Bitcoin. So, but here is easy to hold one Ethereum. Not super easy, but at least it's affordable. So it looks more cool to have a full of something. So what can we expect of Ethereum? I think maybe we can expect around 15,000 Ethereum, something like that in the next bull run. Yeah, I will build it so something like that. 15,000 it's an area I think that we can expect Ethereum to come up to. Is it written in stone? Of course not. But it's what I'm thinking, that is where I think we can expect. Because you can see from last bull run, we basically did go from $200 up to 1,300, so that we go only 3 times this time extra. I think that is quite reasonable. So if you take 1,333, okay, 1,333 multiply with 3, that is 4,000. We did end up at 5,000. So 15,000, I think that is something that we can look for in the next bull run. And then if you manage to buy Ethereum around in this price here, then we basically are almost 10x our money, and that is a good thing. So you can make more money with Ethereum than you do with Bitcoin. So I am conflicted if I'm going to buy Bitcoin, put half Bitcoin, half in Ethereum, or maybe I just take all in Ethereum. So let's wait and see. Now let's continue. Our line is still holding very beautifully. So let's see here now. We are now looking to go in. Now let's see. how long time are we in the session? We have 10 minutes left. Well, let's see. If we can. But yes, if you had stayed there long here now and trading, you would have made, I think we stopped it around here. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more winners on this line. So you will have basically been printing money if you had stayed here while I did the Forex trading. So even though when I jump over to some Forex, you can continue trading on the line I have presented for you. Now let me just check one thing here now while we are waiting. Also, if you are looking this at YouTube, make sure you like the video, and this is helping me a lot. So make sure you like. Somehow YouTube like this type of thing. So I see now people have not pushed likes, so go in and like this video. Now let's see, let's continue. Now we are moving a little far away. I think we can see if we can find another line also. Even though this one is nice, we can jump a little back forward. So we are with this pair. Let's check the next. Actually looks like we have something in the top here also. Let's mark it. There. I think I like it. Change for 30. Binary options sell line for Aud and Zati. Let me see now. I take one there. Oh. Ah, good entry. We got it. At 1:11:80:49. Now I need to wait 5 seconds. Let's see if we win that trade. We won that one also, so another $95 profit. Our loss was 452 plus 95, so now we have $547 profit. Amazing. Let me just post that for people. You can trade the line if you want to. That is on you. You can make more money. I need to post. So then we have $547 profit. Let's post that. More we can post, more people we get in, more fun it is. So we are again really printing money both in Forex and binary option today. So if you have taken my trades today, congratulations, we are printing money once again. And if you're new here now, make sure you go to the chat. There you see a link to this broker I'm using here now. Like I said, you see here yourself the trades we have taken today. We taken from here. We basically have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades, and we have won 7 out of 8 trades. So we are printing money. So you can go in, make a deposit for this broker. You find in the chat also you find a promo code that gives you 200% on your first deposit. So make sure you take advantage of that and even though you are late to the game today, we are trading again tomorrow. So, and we trade basically every single day. So, and I share my screen like this completely for free, so you can follow. And also, I do post in WhatsApp, Telegram also. And for Academy members, you have it all here. So now let's see. We are getting close to the line again. We are going to push down if you come up to this line. Even though I'm super happy with what we have made till now, why not make more? And if you have a losing trade in the end now, we have still made more than enough money in this session. But let's see. I will push if you come up to this line. We can also take a look at the one over here. This one we can say now it's done. This line was beautiful. We never lost any trade on this line, but now we can say that one is done. I was a little late to the game here now. Let's see. I mean, beautiful entry. And we won. Oh, I forgot to change, but win. We take it. We won one more. I changed it. I would have won, by the way, if it was 30, as you see now. So then we made another $95. You see, I would have won on 30 also. So then you have $642. Yes, as you see, if it was 30, we would have won also, so it's no different. But yes, don't have 5 seconds, because that you need some luck to win with that. But if it was 30, you would have won, so that's why I post this one. So then now we have $642 till now. Amazing. So yes, make sure you open an account so you can trade together with me tomorrow, because this is not something special today. We do this every single day. Okay, so I think we made 400 something yesterday, so it's not something new, this. And there, how are we in time? I think now we have just 3 minutes left. Let's maybe we could take one more trade up here now. Let's see. This will be the last trade of the day if I take one more. Let's see. I want a very good entry if I want to take one last trade. And let's check super fast also our Forex trade that is not concluded yet. Let's take it to the 1 hour chart. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in properly. It's running a nice profit. The thing is, we take a trade on the trend line, and we have a very high win rate on trend line trades. And like I said, this trade here we won directly, so that's quite nice. So what can I say? We are doing good. Now let's move on. How are we in time? We have 1 minute left. So if we come up on this bar, up to this red line, we take a trade. If not, we are done for today. Let's make a deal for that. So now we'll just wait and see if we can come up to this third line here, and we'll take a trade. I did take one last trade there now. Let's see if our last trade of the day will turn profit. I'm happy at least with the entry. So win or lose, I'm happy with the entry I got. So now let's hold. We have 15 seconds left. When I get an entry like this, I am happy even if I lose. I get annoyed if I lose with a bad entry. And we won, I think. We lost a trade, completely okay. We lost the last trade of the day, but at least we had a good entry. So then our profit for today, they turn into $542. Okay, we are happy with that. So then we are done for today. I hope you really did enjoy, and make sure you take advantage with the link you see in the chat to join the same broker I'm using, so you can print money together with me also. So with that, have an amazing day, and I see you all tomorrow same time.